TikTok got auto tunes. Yeah.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay, it's the same reason as to why America. Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
That's a bad person.
Hey, yo, well, DeeKnow, here we are with another video. Let's go!
Hey yo, what's good? It's DeeKnow and we're back again with another video full of crazy clips from all over the internet. I hope that everybody's doing well today. Y'all know what it is, so let's hop right into it.
Dude,
Bro, I just did a kickflip on a 2x4.
this freaking
What?
guy.
No way. Yeah, with the price of skateboards, I mean, come on.
This is so scary.
That's in Austin. That's that old red roof.
Get up, down that lane. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I didn't know that happened, that old roadway inn.
Okay, keep driving, Carlos. You don't want to get stuck in traffic.
Wow. Yo, it looks like that thing was lit. The whole building. Somebody did that on purpose, man.
I'm not sure what's making these holes, but it's definitely a creature.
Don't get bit now. Yeah, they're flicking like that because you're close to them, man. They're gonna try and jump out and get on you. Ant lions or something. No. That's so cute.
Oh yeah, so the government monitors your computer. Let me explain, I'm a cybersecurity professor as well as a computer science and AI professor. So Intel chips and like normal computers have this thing called Intel Management Engine. It's been in there for a long time. It's basically a hardware level backdoor that allows people to like log into a special tinier computer that lives inside your big computer. It literally is there's all kinds of documentation about it. Intel Management Engine is what you want to look up. It's a big problem, and there's like people in the industry have created this thing called LibreBoot to kind of clean it off your machine or at least disable it. It works for Intel but not an AMD processor. It's like two different implementations is why one works and one doesn't. Anyway, Rockchip, which is what the Orange Pi is based on, can run entirely free software that is not controlled by the government. Raspberry Pis have this thing called the Video Core processor. It's a small operating system that boots in order to boot the other operating system. It's actually illegal to manufacture chips that don't have a government backdoor in them in the United States. And Broadcom,
I didn't know that.
States chip manufacturing company, and they're the ones who make the chips for the Raspberry Pi. But because Rockchip, the chip that runs the Orange Pi, is not made in the United States, they're allowed to not put compromising hardware level exploits in. It's really hard to keep the government out of your computer. You can run the Raspberry Pi and that will help, kinda. So that's why you want the rock chip. Here's the link if you want to do that thing. You can also get it directly from... No, y'all don't like Amazon. I haven't found it on other websites, so good luck out there. But yeah, this is one way to stay less monitored by the government.
Yeah, that's pretty cool information. I'm gonna go check that thing out. I run Linux anyways, so I'm not really that worried about it.
That isn't yours to take, neighbor. Let's put it right back where it belongs. Thank you. Off you go now.
That isn't yours to take, neighbor.
Y'all, watch the frequencies. All over the earth, weird stuff is happening that usually does not happen. We just had 3 blackouts on the Schumann frequency, or timeline shifts, as well as having that a few days ago. And just for a second, we're gonna get right back to this, but it's weird how the EPA canceled $20 million in flood protection for Alaska before this happened. And at the same exact time, we're having anomalies pop up everywhere. Volcanoes, these little ice discs are popping up in Serbia, and no one even knows what's going on. Completely unrelated, I don't know if y'all remember me showing you how different frequency waves can manipulate and change the structure of water. Unrelated, but along with volcanoes going off, warnings of volcanoes about to go off, or other volcanoes looking like they're about to go off, we've literally been having magnetic anomalies all over the earth, as well as this really weird frequency pattern that we saw over Australia a few days ago. And again, completely unrelated from the blackouts on the Schumann frequency happening all the time right now. The Schumann resonance picks up the resonance of the earth, but of course anything that measures frequencies can pick up other frequencies bilaterally. And frequency is a really weird thing. Now, completely unrelated, we have the fires everywhere, the volcanoes, the crazy flooding, the typhoons, and even the hurricanes acting very weird this year. Speaking of frequencies, completely unrelated, it smells really bad. Ancient life frozen in Alaska for 40,000 years has been woken up. I wonder what's causing the ground and under the ground to heat up, don't you? Do remember, all things are frequency. That's not cliche or hipster. When it comes down to it, the base foundation of life is frequency. Now, completely irrelevant, the cool fact of the day. Did you know that metals are one of the things that are able to attract frequencies and energies and other things? And another cool fact of the day, completely unrelated, what is one thing that Alaska is known for? Anyways, I wonder why everything is going so crazy on the earth right now. Any ideas?
Personally, no, I don't have any ideas myself, except for maybe 3-Eye Atlas having something to do with it. But honestly, I don't know. Real Moon Henry here always has pretty good content. I like him.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
Ooh.
We've got millions of free child place holidays available.
You are so lucky you were able to move it that far. If it had been any further up on those tracks, it would have been dragged down the tracks until it broke off the truck. That's terrifying, dude. You're lucky. I mean, you're probably not going to be driving anymore, but you're lucky.
See, black folks know why they're here. Native peoples know why they're here and how they got here. A lot of Asian folk know, particularly if they're Chinese American, they know they got here because their ancestors were brought over to work on the railroads by the railroad barons who didn't care if thousands of them died laying track 19, 20 hours a day. But for those of us who are from Europe, we have this fiction that we've told, and we believe it, even though there's no truth to it. You know what the fiction is? It's 2 parts. Number 1, we say things like, with regard to Mexicans coming over the border, with regard to immigrants coming over, but only that border. That's the only one we care about, right? The southern border. I find that interesting. We're not flipping out about Canada, right? We don't have any of the Minutemen or the anti-immigrant groups sitting off the coast of Nova Scotia with a gun and a scope trying to pick off the sneaky Canadians that are trying to sneak in here for our superior healthcare system. Which after all would be a pretty stupid thing to do. But in any event, we only care about that one border, forgetting for a minute that that border was created at the end of a war that was started on false pretense by this country, after which we jacked half of their country. And you weren't taught that in school either, because our history books aren't interested in telling the truth. Right. They tell this very patriotic history that has no relationship to the fact. So that border is artificial. Mexican folk who are coming here, documented or not, let's be clear, are coming home. Their families were here before our families were here in almost every instance. But we forget that, and then we say things like, well, I don't mind them coming. I just want them to come legally like my people did. The hell does that even mean? Come legally? There was no law to break when our people came. The fact that we didn't break a law that didn't even exist, you don't get cookies for that. You don't get like a pat on the back and a gold star because your great, great, great whatever was law abiding when there was no law that he could have violated, even if he wanted to. But we've told this lie that we came for these upstanding principles. So we'll say things like, well, you know, our people came for liberty and freedom, democracy. These people are just coming for stuff. They're just coming for jobs. They're just coming for healthcare. They're just coming for stuff. We came for high-minded principle, right? Because we believe that. What kind of third-grade version of American history is that? Right? Like when Donald Trump says, well, Mexico's not sending their best. What the hell? You think Europe sent their best? Europe? No, our people were the losers of Europe. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, our people were the losers of Europe. The winners didn't get on the boat. You understand what I'm saying? Right. The winners didn't leave. Why the hell would you leave if you were winning? Only the losers left because they had no choice. They were dying. They were starving. They couldn't support their families. A lot of them were convicts who were sold into indentured servitude to work for rich European people. They were barely above the level of a slave themselves. The idea that we had these we didn't believe in liberty and freedom. And we know that because once we got to the colonies, we set up the opposite of liberty.
Yeah, you did. You set up the opposite of liberty and freedom. Yeah, I like Tim Wise stuff there. It's pretty good.
Ooh! Shit! Coming in my window.
That's wild. He was booking it.
I just walked through the doors of this store. I'm gonna stand right here and plan my next move.
Oh my goodness.
I see that there's a car behind me in this parking lot. I'm just going to keep walking right in the middle of the driving area.
Do that.
Oops, I'm in the dentist waiting room and I'm getting a phone call. Better put
Yeah, you
this
better
one on
talk loud on
speakerphone.
speaker, yeah.
Well, I'm all done with that now.
Oh, it's my turn to order after spending over 20 minutes in line? Gosh, I have no idea. I'd better start the decision-making process right now.
Hey kids, why don't you run around and scream and climb all over the chairs while I wrap up this 45-minute phone call with your Uncle Rich?
That's wild. I come across those stereotypes literally every week. That is just wild. You guys are on point. Now that's interesting. I didn't know that you boiled them on the inside like that. That's pretty cool. Looks good.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the Trump administration. I'm showing you how we take care of our national parks and public lands. As you can see, the government is shut down right now. So we got a massive line of tourists and no one's even gonna play $1, dude. It says it's open, but not charging $1. They want this place run down. That's our plan. Oh, I forgot I'm with the Trump. I'm pretending with Trump. This is our plan. We want to fuck this place up so we can sell it. They want our public lands to lose public support because right now we fight for them. And then once they lose public support, they're gonna sell it. They're gonna mine it, they're gonna turn it into resorts, and you'll never see it again. They'll fence that shit off. And it's gonna happen unless we keep fighting, because look at this, dude. Hundreds of thousands of people enjoying a national park with that one ranger, that $1 going to protect it either, dude. People need to talk about this government shutdown. I was talking about the government shutdown. They already fired the staff and they're firing more now. You got all these tourists from all around the world going in, because if you ask the government, they're like, we should let them in because all these rich fucks are coming here. It brings in $1 billion. How's it gonna bring in $1 billion when you're not even paying, dude?
Wild, man. That's wild. But listen, it's not just Trump, dude. It's not just the Republican side. It's also the Democratic side. Don't be pointing fingers if you can't take it right back. %of that was Space Engine, which is a video game, but still pretty cool to see, and some good information that flew by.
I'm in danger, I'm in danger, I'm in danger, I'm in. Somebody's trying to back up into me on the highway. I am I'm driving backwards on the shoulder. Okay, they're gonna try and ram me head on. I'm in danger.
No
This
way.
driver has a serious case of road rage.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in Honda Accord. Honda Accord. Okay, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Why are you running into me? Why are you running into me?
After pulling over to the shoulder, chaos erupted on this highway.
Yeah, on 11 going. He's gonna try and run me into the bridge. I'm in danger right now. I'm in danger. On the bridge. On the bridge.
Oh my word.
On the bridge. On the bridge. On the bridge.
Are you injured at all?
No, he's looking at me. He's yelling at me. I'm in
Just
danger.
drive away.
I'm headed towards the police station. I'm headed towards the police
Yeah,
station.
that's what you need to be doing.
Fearing for his
from the
life,
beginning.
driver James Turner fled the scene while on the phone to the cops.
I need a cop now. I need a cop now. He ran into me.
That's absolutely insane. That's literally attempted murder right there. That's crazy. Do not do stuff like that. And if you are the kind of person that does or is at risk of doing stuff like that, don't drive because you're gonna go to jail.
Atlas is solid on the scope, tracking steady 275. Y'all seeing this? Copy, Palmdale. Flare's got a clean lock. Temps are holding, definitely not atmospheric. Telemetry's green across the board.
AI, man. People trying to pass this stuff off as real, and it makes me mad because the amount of disinformation that we're seeing is outweighing the truth. And it's only getting worse with this AI, especially with Sora around. Whoa.
You see that, Coach Q? They are all over the fucking place. What the fuck? Am I seeing shit?
Nah. That is wild. I've never seen that before. If that wasn't a meteor shower, then and that wasn't hundreds of drones just messing with dude, then I don't know what that was. It kind of looked like something much larger with a bunch of lights coming out of it because I saw a huge pyramid-shaped silhouette above that.
A devastating fire has destroyed the beachfront home of South Carolina Circuit Court Judge Diane Goodstein. The blaze broke out Saturday morning on Edisto Beach, sending 3 family members to the hospital, including her husband, former state senator Arnold Goodstein. Officials say the $1.1 million 3-story home was engulfed in flames around 11:30 a.m., with investigators now probing the cause. According to South Carolina Chief Justice John Kittredge, the fire may have stemmed from an apparent explosion. Arnold Goodstein reportedly helped others escape before leaping from the burning structure himself, suffering multiple broken bones in his hips, legs, and feet. The investigation into what sparked the fire is ongoing.
I think it has a lot to do with some of those things that had happened recently, and that might be a retaliation act, honestly. But by who?
I'm semi, I stay automatic. Money add then multiply. I call it mathematics.
He's getting it though.
Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations or really any formation
and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon.
Yeah, I do
leading
agree.
commands around the country and the world. It's a bad look.
It
It
is.
is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger,
Right.
a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. And as the chairman said, yes, there is no PT test. But today, at my direction, every member of the Joint Force at every rank is required to take a PT test twice a year,
Yep.
as well as meet height and weight requirements twice a year,
Yep.
every year of service.
Got to weigh in and everything.
Also today, at my direction, every warrior across our Joint Force is required to do PT every duty day. Should be common sense. I mean, most units do that already, but we're codifying it. And we're not talking like hot yoga and stretching. Real hard PT, either as a unit or as an individual. At every level, from the Joint Chiefs to everyone in this room to the youngest private, leaders set the standard. And so many of you do this already. Active, guard, and reserve. This also means grooming standards. No more beards, long hair, superficial individual expression. We're going to cut our hair, shave our beards, and adhere to standards. Because it's like the broken windows theory of policing. It's like when you let the small stuff.
All right, hold on. Hold on. Everything you said up until that point, I'm fine with, because you can't take beards, mustaches, goatees, sideburns. You can't take stuff like that from men. It does not work. Nobody's going to be in the military. You're not going to make us all look the same and then expect us to stay enlisted or enlist at all. You've got to let there be some sort of individuality if it can't be through weight and uniform.
Stuff go, the big stuff eventually goes. So you have to address the small stuff. This is on duty, in the field, and in the rear. If you want a beard, you can join Special Forces. If not...
Wait. So now you have to be Special Forces to grow a beard? No. See, bro, you started off heavy and hot, and I liked what you were saying. But now you're getting into some territory where it's just like nitpicking.
Then shave. We don't have a military full of Nordic pagans. But unfortunately, we have had leaders who either refuse to call BS and enforce standards, or leaders who felt like they were not allowed to enforce standards. Both are unacceptable. And that's why today, at my direction, the era of unprofessional appearance is over. No more beardos. The era of rampant and ridiculous shaving profiles is done. Simply put, if you do not meet the male-level physical standards for combat positions, cannot pass a PT test, or don't want to shave and look professional, it's time for a new position or a new profession.
I dare you to try to tell me I don't look professional, buddy. You don't have to like it. You don't gotta like it. You don't gotta like these. You don't gotta like this. You don't gotta like this. You don't gotta like this stuff. You don't gotta like my beard. But you can't take away complete individuality. You have to leave something there for people, whether it be their hair or their facial hair. That's just going too far. Plenty of professionals out there, plenty of lawyers, plenty of special ops, plenty of people out there with long hair and or even colored hair, and definitely tons of professionals out there with beards. So I can't agree. I can't get on board with the second part of your argument.
I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, we should, as humans...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, what? He really said that, didn't he?
He said what I think he said, didn't he?
Yeah.
Let's just replay that.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have...
Sorry, mate. One more time. They didn't quite hear you at the back.
This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to...
And everybody wants to keep telling me the lunar landing was real. Dude, they might have gone up into orbit, but they definitely didn't leave Earth and go to the moon. I don't care what you try to tell me, especially knowing how NASA functions and knowing they were using camera tricks even back then to give the Earth a smaller appearance out of the window. Don't even.
I know we've gotten all kind of numb to the odd and misinforming and strange stuff that politicians these days post on social media, including our president. But last night at 10:19 p.m. Eastern, President Trump posted this.
Breaking now. President Donald J. Trump has announced a historic new healthcare system. The
That's
launch of
bull.
America's
That's
first
AI.
MedBed hospitals and a national
could
MedBed
tell.
card for every citizen.
Every American will soon receive
You
their
can
own
just tell.
MedBed card. With it, you'll have guaranteed access to our new hospitals led by the top doctors in the nation.
I'm interrupting just a second. Apologies, to make sure you understand that none of this report is real. It is AI doing a fake Lara Trump Fox report.
I
None
like
of this
this
is
guy.
real. Med beds are not real. I'll tell you more about them in a second, but I just wanted to make sure you got that. Anyway, here's the rest of this bogus news report that President Trump shared for some reason.
Equipped with the most advanced technology in the world. These facilities are safe, modern, and designed to restore every citizen to full health and strength.
Again, this is not a real video, and now this is President Trump re-truthing, if that's what you call it on Truth Social, his social media thing, re-truthing a post that is AI of his daughter-in-law, AI of his favorite channel Fox, and AI of him talking about med beds, which if you are sane, you don't know that med beds are a conspiracy theory popular with QAnon people, in which there exist these magic beds that restore limbs and reverse aging and cure anything that befalls the human body, but they're only available to the rich and elite. And this, of course, is President Trump
from Dragon Ball
offering med beds to everyone. But it's a conspiracy theory and the whole thing's not true. What? I asked the White House what was the deal with the president posting this and then deleting it. He did delete it. And if they say anything, I'll let you know.
Well, I mean, you got to understand, our president just recently also posted an AI video somebody made of him wearing a crown, like from Burger King or whatever, and flying a jet, dumping doo-doo out on the No Kings protesters. So, like, he also reposted that. So, I mean...
Yo, hey, do a kickflip!
Oh, man, I hate AI. I can't stand it. No, this one's legit. Yeah, let's all stand on the sidewalk. That's also gonna go away soon. Y'all see that, right? I worry about stuff like this happening in my state. Some of the potholes drop down. You can look into, literally under the road, into the sewer system. That's wild. And they're all just standing there. That could pop off at any moment. Yeah, no, that's super crazy, man. Can you imagine, like, how deep that thing is to have sucked up all of that? And they're just dumping water right into it. It's going to make it sink even more.
I just got fired from Starbucks after 4 years for laughing about Charlie Kirk getting deleted. My
Good.
boss, a hardcore conservative, said that laugh was grounds for termination. 4 years gone because I didn't worship her politician. Since they tossed me for a joke...
No. 4 years gone because you thought it was funny to make fun of somebody who had a family that had an unfortunate attacker take them out. You did it to yourself, girl. Don't even give me no sob story.
Here's what Starbucks never wanted you to know. Mobile orders don't make your drinks any faster. The tracker just makes it look like they do. It's really just a way to push you to spend more. And the names on your cup? Wrong on purpose. If you look like an influencer and your name's easy to twist, we had to misspell it. Free promo if you post about it. But the real hack is studyandcoffee.com. It gives early access and even a £100 Starbucks gift card when you sign up. Made for students and influencers, but corporate hides it from regulars. And if we ran out of caramel, we had to do the caramel dance. Sounds ridiculous, but search it up. It's a real thing. So yeah, 4 years erased for laughing at Charlie Kirk. If that doesn't tell you everything about Starbucks, I don't know what does. Comment Starbucks tea and I'll DM more secrets. Plus how to claim studyandcoffee.com before they scrub it.
No. What it tells me about Starbucks is that they actually understand what is okay and what is not okay to bring to work and to say at work and to do while you are representing the job you work at. If you had private social media and stuff where you didn't show your face and you were doing it, sure, you probably would have got away with it. But I don't like you now because of this video that I just watched, lady. Charlie Kirk was a good man where his words get clipped and taken out of context. He had a family. He had children. They had to watch what happened. If you aren't human, you can laugh about it, but it's not funny. It doesn't matter what they represented in politics. It doesn't matter what they represented. That's a good man taken away from their family. And their family now has to live with that.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200.
Woo. Yeah, you ain't getting away, buddy. You missed your shot. Oh, no way.
Stop.
I ain't did nothing. Wait, my mouth bleeding.
Stop.
Jerry, you think I gotta go in today? I ain't did nothing.
Put your hand behind your back.
Tell Gordon.
Put your hand behind your back.
Call Gordon. I ain't did nothing. My baby in there, please. What did I do?
He drops of blood on the ground.
Please, wait, Gordon. Gordon is a brother. I ain't did nothing.
What you doing to my mama?
What happened to my mama now? You lost my mama.
Because you listen.
I ain't did nothing.
Send me a different unit.
I ain't did nothing. I ain't talking back at me. Mom, give my baby.
Stop.
What you want?
Sit down.
I ain't did nothing. I hate the mama.
Get back. I said get back.
I'm trying to calm her down. Bitch, I wish you would, you crunker. Look what he did. He slammed me. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Watch out. Careful.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. This is my house.
Just sit down. Sit down.
Please, sir. I love you and I ain't want to hold nothing against you.
Sit down. Sit down.
Alright, I don't know what they're there for. But that's upsetting. That makes me very upset. Like, you can't just manhandle people like that, especially women. It don't matter. It don't matter. You can't do that. You got to have some more soul in you than that. You can't be doing that.
I am God.
Oh my God! Ah, no!
Oh my word. AI is getting way too real. Like, we're going to have to make some laws about it, put some regulations to it ASAP, because OpenAI, they're a danger.
You guys, the Hopi prophecy is at hand, because
Tell me why this guy caught the sun looking like the blue Kachina in the back of his house in Georgia, y'all. What is going on with the sun? What is happening, y'all? Why does it look like the sun is in water or something like that, or it's coming or is going inside the water? Do y'all see all this distortion that's around it? And then he also videotaped these 3 objects that's on the left side of the sun. Check this out, y'all. He couldn't really make out what these were, but these things were there for a very long time. And I don't know if this is what was causing the sun to change in aperture or temperature like that, but that looks crazy, y'all. Have y'all ever seen the sun do anything like this before? The Hopi prophecy talks of the sun going and being strange during these great cataclysmic shifts that are getting ready to take place. And again, this ain't fear content, y'all. I'm just telling you guys what we all know, right? And a lot of people are feeling on edge and they feel anxiety. Could this be the reason why? Because we all feel something big is coming or something big is here. And then check this out in San Jose, California, y'all. Everybody was catching this pink glow that was popping out of the sky. But the weird thing is the whole sky is gray. So how is this light popping through?
Why is that sky so pink?
What did they tell us, y'all? Didn't they tell us November? Didn't they say November? So we have a blue sun and then pink skies, and over here is looking yellow outside. So I truly believe this prophecy is unfolding right in front of us, and this is the reason why all these distractions are kicking up, y'all. Because the fact of the matter is, people all over the world are picking up these crazy sky glitches or sky anomalies. Because look at this in British Columbia. This is in Canada. Triple rings. But yes, y'all, this is that blue light special. How y'all feeling with all this influx of energy? Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Either you're right and the shift is here, or we got Project Bluebeam happening right in front of our eyes. That's crazy looking, all of them.
These are South Asian rhesus monkeys. But this isn't Thailand. We're in Central Florida. What? About 1 hour from Orlando.
Oh my word. That's new to me. I didn't know there were a bunch of rhesus monkeys running around in packs in Florida. That's pretty cool. That's a cool reason to go to Florida.
So we run across a video of an ex-witch talking about different things that are actually demonic. Check out some of the things that she said.
Things that are actually demonic from an ex-witch. I see a lot of scaremongering going on in Christianity about so many things being demonic that in my opinion really are not. So as always, from my perspective, my opinion and my life, I'm going to tell you exactly what led me into witchcraft and what you need to stay away from. And believe me, some of these things you'd have no idea about. Absolutely anything that tries to tell your future. Anything. Even if something as stupid as those little 8 balls. Me personally, I started really understanding my gift of future by using tools like playing cards and things like that. If you come across something that tries to tell you what your future is, that is not of God. And actually it's on a mission to deter you from God's plan. Alcohol, the biggest one, without a doubt, alcohol. There is a demon named alcohol. This demon talks about the absence of the soul, removing the soul from the body, and then allowing a demon to inhabit the body. Every single time in my past that I had a drink, I would be spiritually attacked to the next level. And even my friends as well, you know, if you have a hangover, it's more than just a hangover, isn't it? You literally want to exit the alcohol is without a doubt one of the most demonic things on the planet. Could also argue that's why a lot of it is called spirit. Wine I feel slightly different about, obviously, is mentioned in the Bible quite a lot. Anything that leads you to intoxication or that you are not in control of your own body, demonic. This goes for a lot of medications as well. I'm not going to speak too deeply on that because, you know, free speech and all. Anything that makes you feel like you are not in control of your own body, demonic doorway. Forms of thought control, and you'll be surprised at this. Absolutely anything or anyone that tries to prevent you from thinking, asking questions, delving into things. People in charge at the moment, if you catch my drift. The process of cognitive thinking was God-given for a reason. Absolutely anything that tries to stop you thinking or having your own mindset is completely and utterly demonic. That's where cults come from, because everybody has to have the same belief system. You'll notice this is why I go absolutely ham on specific Christians that don't let people ask questions about anything. demonic. This one's going to ruffle some feathers, but the generalised school system. I don't need to go into too much detail there, do I? I'm just going to say one word: indoctrination. And also, it is a system that completely eradicates actual God gifts and instead breaks and moulds children to become part of a society that we know is functioning from the demonic. Absolutely any film whatsoever that talks about exorcism, you watch a film that involves any form of demonic inhabitation or exorcism, you are watching that in real time. All you have to do really is look at the history of what happened to the cast of the
I gotta take a second. Lord, come in between us and this negative energy.
Exorcist. These sort of movies are not just movies, they are literally playing out the demonic in front of your face, and it absolutely can invoke things into your home, which is why a lot of things happen after watching these sort of films. For me, there is a huge difference between a horror fantasy and actual real life exorcism. Gossip, without a doubt, gossip is one of the most demonic things on the planet. And it is all kick-started from a demon, and it grows and becomes gang stalking. Get yourself away from any kind of position of gossip. Particular music festivals can be harvesting of energy. Travis Scott's one was a perfect example. Any kind of themes of dark, low red light, you already know. Low vibrational tones, demonic tones. Any kind of music that uses repetition, because this is what witchcraft is, it's repetition. I know a lot of people say this song's demonic. No, you need to pay attention to where something repeats. The same word, the same ideology, the same behaviour. You need to look for the repetition. Obviously, tarot cards, witchcraft, spells, Ouija boards, massive ones. All of these things give a direct gateway to demons. Arguing and fighting, huge gateway. So when I say to you that something isn't demonic, I'm not saying that it's good. Pay attention to how something makes you feel. That is the core under everything. How does it make you feel?
Some very interesting takes. Here's what I took away, and this is something I already knew, but in case you guys didn't, I want to tell you. When somebody tells you something that is not true, but they tell you in a way where you believe it as if it's true, it's a form of witchcraft.
Yes.
Manipulation is a form of witchcraft. So for instance, say you are in a church and whatever you're being taught is not biblical. It may look biblical. They may be using scripture, but it's not biblical. It's out of context. They perverted the scripture for you to believe something that they believe. That's witchcraft. And yes, as she said, that's how many different cults are made. People have no type of mind of their own. It's just this small circle with everyone just boom. And God forbid you leave the circle, nobody knows you anymore. That's a form of witchcraft.
Yep.
I'm glad that different forms of witchcraft and different demonic activity is coming more and more to life for people to see, because that's making them do nothing more than chase God. Amen.
Amen. Camp Godly, I like you, brother. Keep talking, keep preaching.
A man forcibly dragged a woman behind the monument, and after a while, she staggered away. This terrible scene happened to be witnessed by a person who was watching the Key West webcam. He lived 1,600 miles away in Boston and immediately called the Key West police.
I'm actually calling from Boston, but bear with me, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm at work and I had the southernmost web point cam? Yeah. I could almost swear that I saw somebody get raped.
The police report stated that the caller who made the long-distance call to 911 happened to be watching a webcam at the time of the incident.
It looked like she was fighting. She fell flat on her face.
We were able to log into the cam and provide that video to the police department and the state's attorney's office.
The police arrested the attacker, Carrie Calvin Gassog, 37 years old, who was an Uber driver. Justice in Key West has been upheld thanks to a sharp-eyed citizen who was watching from afar in Boston. The suspect pleaded guilty to sexual assault charges and was sentenced to 10 years in prison just yesterday.
Yeah, you better get sentenced. You should have been more than 10 years. Like, that's not, no. What is wrong with people in 2025, man? I just don't know anymore. Alrighty, well, that's all we have for today, everybody. I hope that y'all had a good time hanging out and watching these videos. I had a pretty good time hanging out and watching these videos. Some real serious ones today. I had some opinions that needed to be said. But again, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the chats, all the likes, all the hypes. If you're not already, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and then tick the notification bell so that way you can see future videos right when they're posted or right when we go live. That way you'll catch up on the shorts and have everything up to date at all times. I'm gonna try and keep on this daily video thing as long as I can. And yeah, I appreciate all of you. Please, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Let's get this algorithm bumping again. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it might be for you. And until next time, peace.